Hello shape enthusiasts, in the last episode of our Hexagonal Factory series, we kicked off milestone 6 with some color mixing and we gathered the research points needed to unlock the third floor as well. Now, we need to keep farming research points to get train vortex delivery and upgrade our factory to fully utilize this third floor, a seemingly simple task which proves to be very challenging. Now I really want to focus on getting to 50 research points so we can get vortex train delivery systems going, and that will help us with our cargo unloading in our vortex area a lot and will save us a lot of points for unlocking vortex inputs and stuff like that. So let's get this task going. Let's see what's happened. Doesn't look like it's too complex. We're just adding a green bit. Where is this task being done? Let's have a look. It's this one. Let's trace that back. Okay, there's the flower bits. Okay. So I just need this flower bit. This flower bit proves hard to get out. What the heck? Let me move this out a little bit and give it a bit of room. Now we can curve that out somehow. Let's just give it a bit more room. Okay. Wait, is there two changes to this? No. I just got to get the green bit in there and everything else will be handled. Gotcha. Alright, I need more green. Add another green. Where does it need to come down? Where's the best place for it to come down? Probably we can peel off right here. And then we can just paint it like here. Just like that. Now we need to stack it onto this. Top and bottom don't matter. That should get us the correct shape, I believe. Cool. Let's check on some of the progress of these other shapes. I feel like it's extremely slow. Is that because they're just wrong or because they're not delivered yet? That doesn't look like the right shape. What the heck is that thing? Okay. What about this one? This one's delivering the right shape. It's just started, it looks like. Okay, that's fine. Alright, everything's going, but just going very slowly. We only have 464 points. Is there anywhere we can recoup some platform units? What is this thing doing? Nothing. What the heck? 3 platform units. Give me. 564. What can we do with 564? Let's have a look at what next task there is. Maybe we can like put some tasks together. Is there anything else around home I can recoup? No, everything else is being done. We've also probably have a look at milestone 5. I don't think we upgraded milestone 5 to use all 3 levels. Yeah, everything here is only using 2 levels. Maybe we should do that first. We'll start with the inputs. So these definitely need to be upgraded. So let's chuck in the right extractor to make this extract onto 3 levels. Look how slow our trains are. Everything's just getting backed up. It's crazy. I really should invest. How many points does it cost to get faster train speeds? 8 and 8. No, that's way too many points. Okay, that's this side. And then we also need all this to be extracting on 3 levels. So let me upgrade this. This is the broken part. Chuck that in. That's the broken part. Chuck this in. Cool. So that'll be on 3 levels now. They will be brought into here. This also needs to be upgraded to 3 levels. Let's just quickly do that. Excellent. Now they're going to come in and they're going to get painted. These painters need to work on 3 levels. So let's put in 3 level painters. Like there and there. Now these things are custom, I believe. Well, they're hexa borders, but I haven't created a blueprint yet. By the way, my blueprint toolbar has changed a little bit. If you've noticed, I did 2 episodes in the blueprint series. In here, the rotator, I now have the 5 rotators, so I don't have to keep going into my blueprints menu. And over here, I have my 5 cutters to get a full shape into either 5/6, a half, 1/6, 1/3, or 2/3. So that's super convenient. But I haven't done a blueprint for the hexaboarding process yet. This is the hexaboarding process, right? Yeah, the trefoiling process. So I'm just going to copy this up 1 level. Excellent. This is just, we'll just copy this up 1 level as well. I don't know what these processes are anymore and I can't be bothered figuring them out. So we'll just copy whatever we've done up 1 level. This is a stacker, isn't it? Yeah, top, bottom. So the top is this. So we can use our stacker. Top is top and bottom is bottom. So we flip like this. Great. This thing needs to be up one level. These are all just rotated, so that's fine. No, worry too much about that. Now this is also a trefoiling pattern, so let's get that up one level. There's another rotator here. Hopefully by making our milestone shapes a little faster, it'll help with the blueprint point, the research point shortage. Top is there. Okay, cool. Let's get rid of that and put in this. Then we got another stacker, same design, put in that. That one's, yep, all the same, put that in. Okay, I think everything here is working on 3 levels now, and it's delivering 2 loads of this, and I think we have the vortex inputs to handle it, so let me head back home and check. We have them both kind of feeding into one belt. Can we double it up? Not really. Yeah, no, we don't have the vortex input to handle this. Great. Okay, that's fine. This shape is finally being delivered. This shape is not. Why? Is there something wrong with this shape, or is my belt just super slow? I feel like it traveled from here to here in the time it's taken me to do that. What the heck? Holy moly, my belts are slow. But we have 500 points. Let's crack on with some tasks. I don't think 500 points is enough to set up a new staging area, but it should be enough to at least start doing some tasks. Like, these look super simple. Oh man, but I don't have anything to deliver them into the vortex anyway. What the heck? That's super annoying. I really need vortex delivery. But we can start setting this stuff up. I mean, it starts off super simple, but then it becomes really, really complicated. Maybe we will do a blueprint for this sort of stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Well, we're not getting 50 points anytime soon, are we? We need this to finish delivering. That'll give us 12 and 8. That's 20 points. Well, we are actually getting it pretty soon. We need 1 more point. Holy moly. All right, let's just deliver this half thing. That'll get us the 1 point. Literally, when these 3 tasks finish, we'll get all the points that we need. What? Is that true? Okay, this thing... wait, let me go back to my staging one. I think I forgot to flush some platforms. I've been told that if I don't flush the platforms, it's going to take forever for things to change over. Okay, that's fine. Let's go over here and have a look. So this thing is finally coming. This is our milestone shape, which doesn't really help me. We need a half blue. Oh, we've got a little input here. Perfect. All right, cool. So that means we can take one of these, right, and just route it to the other side for now. Because I just want to make this half blue to get my 1 point, and then we've got our 50 points. Once we have our 50 points, we can very easily start doing more stuff because we'll be able to get vortex inputs done. So that's coming in here. That'll be fine. We can just use the thing here to start delivering. I need 1200 of this shape. So let's get some basic miners going. Lack of technologies, lack of points. Very annoying. Do I have a basic miner I can copy somewhere? No. You know what? Probably just faster to just build it ourselves. Can't be bothered. I just want this half of the blue, so let's just rotate 180 and half destroy. So rotate 180 and then half destroy. We need 3 like that. Yeah, there we go. We just need that. We just, where can I fit these? I can fit 1 here, and maybe 1 here. Not really. I can use both levels, I guess. Okay. Just something like that, something simple. Just get that 1200 in. I just want the first level of this shape. Super annoying I have to do this. Yeah, we just have something like this going temporarily. Need like 1 tile out. Doesn't need to be fancy, just needs to work temporarily. Now this task is done, so let's get this task going. What is happening between here and here? Let's have a look. We got that. Now we need to put a full green gear on top. That sounds pretty straightforward. Let's go check out where that's happening. Full green gear means we need at least another green going. Where is a good place I can situate this green that can help me? I don't know, here. Okay, we got another green. Now we go over here and we just need to get a gear and paint it to green. Are all these gears being consumed? That's not even a gear. Alright, let's get a gear. That's, yo, I'm using up all my inputs now. How the heck do I get this out? Where is a path? Are you guys seeing a clear path? I'm not seeing a clear path. Kind of. It's really messy, but faster if I just get it through here. Something like this. I know it's spaghetti, but it's functional spaghetti. Just want my green down here somewhere. It's anywhere, doesn't really matter. Like that. So let's cut this, this. Bring that over, jump this over. Great. Now we need a painter. Like that. Then we need to bring the green. So it just goes on top. There's no orientation to deal with. This is a crazy looking shape, by the way. It looks super complicated, but it's actually just one missing bit in a full shape. Crazy how cool the hexagon shapes can tend to look once they become... Once you remove bits and pieces of it, they look really, really awesome. Cool. That should get the green going. Now let's remember to flush this platform because... Oh, should I flush it or should I... Yeah, let's just flush the platform and just delete some of this. I think if you just undo it, gets rid of everything on the belt, right? Great. So that should get the green version of that going. This is almost done. This is still not done. How slow are these belts? Something is wrong, I swear. This is the wrong shape. Yep, there we go. We need to check what the heck's going on here. Man, it took me like half an hour to deliver this shape and it's wrong. Really? Excellent. What have I done? I swear I looked at this before I let it go, but I'm careless like that, as you guys know. What is happening? Oh, the rotation. It's slightly rotated. Excellent. So for the final stack, there needs to be a 60-degree rotation at some point. Any direction should do. Yeah, that's what it is. Let's flush this platform. Let's get rid of some of these belts. And that should get it transitioning a little bit faster. Our trains are just not delivering fast enough. I swear I need to like 1, 2, 3. I swear I need to do this. There's nothing else to do anyway, so... Oh shoot, did I just delete a train full of stuff? Oh well, it's fine. It's not like we needed anything anyway. Alright, let's go back to home and see if we double up the trains, will that help? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that how it works? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Alright, maybe that'll double deliver and get stuff going a little bit faster. Should have done that 2 episodes ago, but whatever. Let's grab this. Maybe we'll get some tech points here. 33. Excellent. Everything is delivering, so nothing is really broken. This is going just extremely slowly. Let's check up on it. Maybe we can like double up the speed or something like that. No, it is just delivering as fast as it can deliver. It doesn't look very fully saturated. We can upgrade this thing to level 3 as well now. While we're waiting. That doesn't cost us any platform units and we're waiting for shapes and technology points anyway. So we might as well just slowly work on stuff as we wait. Let's get a shape extractor going on these two. Oh man, this thing is annoying as hell to upgrade. Let's copy this up. We'll probably forget stuff, so we'll have to do this in like multiple iterations. What is this thing? The cutter 1 to 2. Or an asymmetrical cutter. We haven't done a blueprint for a level 3 asymmetrical cutter yet either. That is not copy upable. So top is top, bottom is bottom. So we just need to flip it like this. Okay. This is similarly upgradable. Just stick that up one more level. Then, oh, there's more. It's infinite things to upgrade. Now these bins should just work. Oh no, they don't. Damn. Okay, the bins are upgraded. There's so many components to this process. Damn. Top is top, bottom is bottom. Okay. So flip. That's not a stacker, that's a stacker. Hope I haven't broken something in the process. Oh man, I have to upgrade this whole thing at once, otherwise it's not going to work. I just realized level 2 stuff and level 3 stuff are not compatible. So if I don't finish this upgrade process, it's going to break everything. What have I done? Why did I do this? No matter. We'll just slowly upgrade everything. Alright, this side is done, I believe. Oh, nope. There's still one more. Well, there's still one more, really? Holy moly. Infinite things to upgrade. Look at that. Great. Get the bin in. Okay. I think this side is finished upgrading. We need to get the rest of this side done, though. This one is a stacker. Top is top, bottom is bottom. Like that. Copy that over. That's a painter. Great. I think that side is done. There's another stacker here. We need to just rotate this. Is that right? Yeah. Great. And then there's a final stacker here. Top is top, bottom is bottom. Great. So that side is done. I think that's the process stuff, but all of this stuff needs to be upgraded. Oh, my color mix is awesome. Okay, let's upgrade this stuff. Get rid of that, that, and that. Let's get new ones in. Oops. One there, one there, one there. I think I've upgraded this already, so that's done. And now we just need to do this one. Now we've got that done. We've got to do this color mixing crap. So this is a new painter. These color mixes are a little bit annoying to upgrade just because they're like, we have to redo the pipes and stuff. So that's one done. This is just a white mixer, isn't it? So we can just do my new white mixing using our proper white mixer now. So if we build ourselves a 4X design white mixer, we can get a proper white mixer going like that. Now we need the double color, which was blue from memory, like this. And then we've got the red and the green. They can go in any which way. That. Yep, something like that will do. Don't like whatever's happening here. Now with the white, we can just bring it into here. And in theory, everything here should... Oh, we missed one little stacker. Hopefully that's enough. I'll come check back in on this in a little bit. So the yellow's on top. Yep. Okay. Hopefully that's still producing the shape that I want, man. Everything's stuck here. Why? Something's broken here. Something's definitely broken here. I think it's just the new shapes are coming through slowly. Because of the way my stackers work, if I haven't upgraded any part, the whole system jams. There's definitely something weird going on. If it's just the asymmetrical stuff is just not flowing properly. Alright, everything's going very, very slowly, but that's fine. I'll leave that to do its thing because we want to focus on getting our 50 points. So we can get rid of this flower shape in staging 1. Also, we can pin this task. Oh, we did pin this task. Why is this shape not delivering? What? What have I done? This is one of those episodes that are full of mistakes. I've done this on the wrong damn shape. Oh my. Okay. Well, it's alright. I didn't need my 1 point anyway. It wasn't bad, it's just a waste of time. Sure. Let's hook this up again. God, what am I doing? I need my morning coffee, guys. Me just delivering a pointless shape for like 10 minutes for no reason. Cool, that's fine. We've got 5 more points to go. We just need one of these to complete. So that's fine. Now we can go back to staging 1. We can remove the shape that we don't want, which was not this one, but this is finally going. That's finally going. We can remove this shape now, right? So let's trace back this shape without hopefully destroying everything else. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Can leave the red coming out here because it looks like it's being used over there somewhere. Don't need that. Cool. Now we can trace the other broken bits through. Don't need this blue anymore. Okay. What is this thing doing? Don't need it. Try not to delete anything useful for my other shapes. This green is actually nothing now. Okay. Okay, careful about this green because the rest of this is useful. Great, we've freed up a staging area as well as a input for the train. We can get rid of this, flush that, and now we can do a shape. Let's just do this shape that we were trying to do before. All right, blue hexagons. So we got hexagon here. Where's the hexagon? Here. We need to bring a hexagon out. So let me just change this one. Then we can bring it like sort of looped around this way, I guess. I don't like that. No, don't like that. Get that going like that. We'll use this one for this one. And this one can come down. Okay, so we've got hexagon. Now we just need blue. Oh, damn, I shouldn't have deleted that space pipe. Did that always go there? Okay, we can do blue hexagon here. Of course, we need to cut this into 2 hexagons. Oh, maybe we should paint it blue first. What is the progression for this shape? Nope, you only ever need a half blue hexagon. That's fine. So it doesn't matter whether we cut it or paint it first. So let me build myself a 2-to-1 cutter. I don't think I have a blueprint ready for this. I haven't done my series of cutting blueprints yet, so bear with me. Then one side can get binned. I don't think this thing needs to bin, right? The cutter, I can just use half because it just then uses half a belt to produce a full space belt. Yep. So we'll get our painter in. And that should be the correct half blue hexagon that I need, right? Yes, that's done correctly, hopefully. And that'll get more task shapes going. Now we can start preparing our vortex area for train delivery as well by making some cardinal rails while we wait. A lot of preparation work, not much progress this episode, right? There's definitely something wrong with my milestone shape because it is not delivering at the right speed. 30,000 should have been done ages ago, but that's fine. I'm waiting for task points anyway. I don't really care about the milestones anymore. We've unlocked all the key tech that we need from it. Oh, shifted down one. This is our cardinal rail system. One of these two is a cardinal rail, surely. This one. This one is already cardinal. Excellent. Alright, great. So we just need 5 more points. Wait, it's 50 or is it 60? Hold on. Maybe it's 60, isn't it? It is 60, damn it. Oh man, it's going to be a while. 60 is this. Oh wait, no, 45. That'll take us to 57. Yeah, just these 2 shapes. Once they're done, we're good. Alright, excellent. Let's go fix our milestone 6 while we're waiting then, because at the moment milestone 6 is not working. Let's see why. So what is jammed? Let's trace backwards. So there's nothing coming out of here at all. And there's nothing coming out of here because there's nothing to stack. Okay, let's check each step then. Out here is fully saturated. That's fully saturated. This is a cutting 1 to 2 and that is fully saturated. Great. Then it's coming out here. This is all fully saturated. This is all fully saturated. Excellent. When I say fully saturated, I don't mean like fully saturated. It's actually like not going at maximum speed for whatever reason. It's hard to troubleshoot because my belts aren't at maximum speed. That's fine. This is flowing very slowly. That's going. That is stopped. The painter is stopped. Why is the painter stopped? Interesting. This green paint is not happening on 3 levels. Okay, there we go. Figured it out. We missed this. I told you as soon as we miss something. Actually, did I do any of my paint? Yeah, as soon as you miss anything when doing this 3-level upgrade shenanigan, the whole system's gonna jam up because of the way my things work. I don't think I upgraded any painters, did I? So all my painters are working on 2 levels, and hence the system just does not work at all. Makes perfect sense. Alright, we'll let that run for a little bit, and then we'll come check back in on it to see if that has fixed everything once all the painters are flowing. But now we can claim all our points and we can get vortex delivery going. Before we do that, let's go over here and decommission one of the shapes we don't need. Well, this thing is being half destroyed, or if we cut it in half, is that 2 of the same shape? Yes, I think it is. Yes, I think it is. So if we, instead of delivering it like this, we can just cut it in half now, and we can just get it onto its own train system, I think. So let me just unlock vortex delivery. Now I can deliver shapes in whatever volume I like, which is excellent. So let me just bring a belt out, somewhere out of the way, and just get this shape cut in half. That is the correct shape, yes. So if I get one of my blueprints, my cutting 1 to 2, I should be able to take that, load this into a new train system of its own, get some cargo loading going, then we need some locomotion. Let's chuck that in, get 1, 2, 3, 4, then get some stops going, 1, 2, I think that's it. All we have to do is chuck this onto a cardinal rail. Where is the nearest cardinal rail? I guess it's this one then. Get the vortex inputs done. So these trains over here, instead of doing crazy unloading stuff, can now just go into the cardinal rail system. Is my thing not lined up? I'm going to be angry if it's not lined up. Yeah, that should work. We'll have to test it, but sure. Now a train is going to come through and then it should jump straight into the rail. This shape should get cut in half and I should get 2 iterations of this shape. Great. Is this thing loading? Cool, that's loading. All right. Milestone 6 is going to take a while to start working again, so that's fine. Let's just check that this cardinal rail system is indeed hopping into the vortex. Yay! And then hopefully that'll deliver our first load of tasks. Beauty. Look at that. 720 done. Just like that. I think the next upgrades we want to definitely go for is now some speed upgrades. Maybe, let's have a look. I might want foundations 3x3, 90. Okay, never mind about foundations 3x3. Let's just get this all upgraded now. Look at we're on belts level 2. Horrible. I don't know what's more efficient, honestly. You guys can tell me. Is it faster to do what I'm doing, which is just beeline for level 3 and vortex loading, or is it better to sort of invest some points into these first? I don't know. I feel like the process becomes a lot easier once you just start doing vortex loading and unloading. Like this stuff, we can actually stop this completely. Just get this rail straight into the middle. Get out of my way. Gotta check in on everything now to make sure it's all working properly. But essentially, yeah, we can get stuff just going straight into the vortex now, which is great. What is this thing and why is this? Is it working? Okay. We can probably fix this one as well. Let's get rid of that. Trying to do everything logically. Oh, what's happening? Yep, there we go. So this one we can gut this one and this one and just use the cardinal rail system instead. This feels like a train accident waiting to happen here. I don't think tracks are meant to do T intersections, but that's alright. Alright, this one as well. What is this one? Alright, that's the main milestone shape. Let's get that fixed up. Great, the main milestone shape is now going. So hopefully now things are getting painted and everything starts to flow again. Oh look, stuff is starting to flow again. Not at maximum throughput, but it's starting. Is this thing going? Why are there like 2 empty belts here? I don't understand. That's all full, that's all full. There's empty stuff here. What? This thing is like not flowing up to the 3rd floor. There's something wrong here. Ah, missing a painter. Oh man, I'm gonna be missing shapes from here for forever. Is there anything else that I haven't upgraded? Is there a painter here? No. Is there a thing here? God, I hate this transition from 2 levels to 3 levels. Super annoying. I feel like I just want to gut my whole factory and just start again. Alright, everything is delivering cardinally. That's fine. We can start working on some of this stuff. We got 1400 platform units, so we can look at doing more staging areas and splitting this up into its various constituent parts. But maybe after this is done, we can get rid of it and not build a new one. And this new staging area can be just dedicated to this shape series. But for now, we just need half a green flower. So that's not too complicated. Green. How many greens are being used? 2 out of 3. Okay, so we can peel the green and get a flower. Is the green flower going to be used any? No, it's only going to be less green flower. Okay, there's a flower. Get a green. Getting a green in here isn't going to be as simple as you think. Cool. We'll paint that. Yes, I know I'm not being very consistent in my painting and cutting and such. Let me just half destroy. I don't even need to deal with stuff. We can use our brand new destroying blueprints. We need to half, full to half. Then we need to rotate this to stack with this. Let's just rotate this. I can't be bothered thinking about what direction everything needs to be in. So the easiest solution is just to rotate everything into the correct direction. So this should give me the square on that half, and then this thing is coming out on the right half, and it needs to be, so it's there and it needs to be there, which is, we'll do this on 2 notches, 120 degrees counterclockwise, I believe. So let me get my rotator and get 120 degrees counterclockwise. That's that one. Now, if I've done my rotation mass correctly, which is very rare, that should be correct, and we should just be able to stack onto here with a stacker. That needs to be flipped though, like that. That should get us the right shape, hopefully. Excellent. Claim some operator points, we'll get some train speed going, and everything will start flowing a lot smoothly. A lot more smoother. Wow, my grammar just broke and left me. Let's see if everything is flowing smoothly. Yeah, stuff is starting to flow now. Let's just check the end bit. Is anything new being created here? Some new stuff is being created here. Still horrible. This thing still looks like it's functioning on half a belt, which is a little bit concerning. Yeah, this thing is still functioning on half a belt, which means something is not being delivered on 3 floors. Although that's coming out, that's coming out, that's coming out. This is coming out on all 3 floors. That's coming out on all 3 floors. These 2 is just a little bit slow here. And that's because this thing is extremely slow. Because there's something missing here. What is going on here? Is there a missing shape somewhere along here? Let's have a look. Trace this back. We've got shapes coming out on all 3 floors here. It's coming through here. This is a full belt of shapes, no? No, it's not. Is it? The top floor of this is missing everything. Does this thing not work on 3 floors? What is going on? 3 floors of stuff is coming out here. Then something is stuck and missing. My bins. Something innocuous. The 3rd floor is jammed. Oh man, this is horrible. I love it. Now the 3rd floor can bin properly, and therefore it can come out. I have no idea, honestly. I've just broken my entire milestone 6 factory. But we can focus more on tasks. Don't really care about my milestones. My milestones are way too far ahead of my tasks anyway. So we'll just get tasks going. All right, that shape is done. That was super fast. We can now clear out most of staging 1 and get staging 1 refocused on its actual task. So that's this one done. We've got 1800. It's time to build more staging areas. I guess this game would be boring if they just gave you all the technology right at the start of the game and you never had to do anything. Like if you just set up like 4 staging areas and just blitz through all the tasks, it would not be as interesting as, you know, having to work around the lack of technology and then, you know, modifying all your factories to work. I guess it's because this is like my 3rd playthrough of Shapez, so this whole process, I'm just like, just give me 4 staging areas and let me do my thing sort of thing at this point of the game. But that's fine, it's all part of it. Great, make sure I haven't gutted anything important. Why is there still 2 shapes going? This thing is done as well, right? So I don't need this either. Excellent, we've cleaned up our first staging area, guys. All right, good. And our staging area is now working on 3 floors. Now I could use this staging area to do 2 shapes, but I think I won't do that. I think I'm going to have separate staging areas for every shape. So far I'm only using blue. I've cut the green accidentally, so let's rehook up the green. So I want to make sure this task is indeed being created. I haven't cut anything important for it. So green is coming through, hexagons are coming through, and they're coming to make green half hexagons or blue half hexagons. Great. It's not happening on 3 levels. Why? Ah, the staging stuff isn't happening on 3 levels. Duh. Oh man, I gotta do all the staging stuff. Alright, maybe I think the lesson I've learned from this is don't do all the final setups before you have 3 levels. After you have 3 levels, then do staging. Before that, just do shapes normally without staging areas, without all the nonsense. So there's 3 things. Yep. This is actually harder to sort out than just having to do everything poorly before, using just random areas instead of staging areas and then switching over to staging later. Same with your milestone factories. There's no point building these complex milestone factories on 2 levels because it is a pain to upgrade. This is still not working. It's either not delivered anything or the train isn't working. Why do I have, what is this stop? What the heck is going on? This is kind of working on 3 levels now. It's not fully flowing yet, but why is my train not like set up all wrong? This is set up in the weirdest way possible. 1, 2 stops, 1, 2 stops. Then it goes down and then it comes over. Why is it confused? Why is it bringing shapes back and not delivering into the vortex? What the heck is going on? Ah, right, because I haven't actually set up any vortex delivery on this side. Great. I got distracted. Great, now all the shapes should be able to deliver straight to the vortex. So let's go back to staging 1 and figure out what the heck is going wrong with this shape. Ooh, that's not quite right. 120 clockwise? Did I name this wrong? This is there. 120 counterclockwise. Don't tell me I named my blueprint wrong. 120 counterclockwise. No, I didn't name my blueprint wrong. I want to rotate it clockwise. Oh god, I'm good at this game, guys. I've only played like 200 hours of shapes now, and I know what I'm doing. I'm really good at this game, guys. I swear. Yeah, that should be the right shape now. Great. So this is just a whole troubleshooting episode. We've made no progress. Oh, good. We got research points. Research points means we can upgrade 1 set of things. Now we can do train speed. Oh, we can do train speed or belt speed. We can't do both. Let's get belt speed going because we can always add more trains, right? Cutting, stacking. Oh, we got painting as well. Painting's out of alignment for speed as well. Oh man, so many problems. All right, that's fine. But is everything flowing on 3 levels? No, it's not flowing on 3 levels. There's still something wrong here. What the heck? The blue side, there's still something wrong on the blue side. The paint is flowing on 3 levels. This thing is flowing on not 3 levels. Because this thing's not flowing on 3 levels. Okay, there's something missing here. This is a full belt of stuff. This is not. Let me just look at this closely. I mean, there is stuff coming. Is it just lag or is it just slow? It's saturating slowly. I feel like the bottom level is really slow, but this thing is fully saturated. What's going on over here? It's not cutting because one side is fully saturated and the other is not. Is this to do with my asymmetrical cutters? Is this why? Is this the downfall? Why doesn't everything look fully saturated? It can't cut because one side is more saturated than the other. This is the question I was asking, by the way. See how this side is not saturating because the other side is fully saturated? Now, will that balance itself out over time is the question. Because this side seems to just be cutting really, really slow because the other side is stuck. I'm going to leave this for a bit and see if that is a thing. If that's the case, then we can't use asymmetry for anything. We just have to destroy stuff. And yeah, that's going to be super annoying. I really like the concept of the asymmetry, but if it's going to cause jams like this, then yeah, it's not going to work. I have to do this testing in isolation and then figure it out. So basically my question is, if you asymmetrically cut two things, right? And then they say they go into the same stacker, for example. If I asymmetrically cut this and then I stack it again, and I think Vlad answered this question and the answer is no, it doesn't work. And that's what I was suspecting. Does this belt output at full capacity? Because the travel time that these things go through to hit various machines in this next process is going to be different because of the belt lengths, right? So whatever's coming out of this side and this side isn't going to be perfectly hitting that belt or the next machine perfectly, which means when one side gets jammed, the cutter is going to stop working. And if the cutter stops working, we have issues is the question. And I think we've answered that over here. And the answer is yes, because we can very clearly see this belt is not saturating. And that's because the other side of the belt, which is this one, is fully jammed up. And you can see they're both going into the same sort of process, right? Unless it's something wrong with this, but no, I can see this is fully saturated. So the input of this is fully saturated, right? Kind of. Oh, maybe this isn't fully saturated. What is happening? Yeah, and then these are asymmetrical cutters as well. So maybe it's all creating this like cascading problem. Because the inputs are all saturated, right? I feel like the inputs are fully saturated. They're just getting stuck in the cutting process. Okay, cool. That's fine. Look, it's still going. It's going very slowly. We might need to rethink this and do more testing, but I'll come back to that. For now, we should just focus on how to progress further with the episode while we wait for milestone 6 to complete itself very, very slowly. But it is completing itself. It will get done eventually. So let's focus more on our tasks. Our pin task is getting done now, finally, I think. And it's getting done at a reasonable speed, I guess. Make sure this is still hooked into something. It could probably be hooked into the south cardinal rail system at some point. The one that runs east-west. Or, sorry, west-east. But that's fine. We can change that around. We should probably change that now. Wait till this train gets delivered. Then we can start setting up a new staging area because we've got so many points. So let me look for somewhere to do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I can cut this belt now. Excellent. All right. Looking for a new staging area. So I want one that tacks onto this rail. So I can see a full gear here, a full hex here, and I just need a full flower. Be right back. Oh man, flowers are like literally non-existent in this game, but then when you find them, you find like 3 of them like next to each other. It's crazy. Is this just like a really annoying seed or something? Anyway, we can build some platforms around here and get them extracted. So let's get 3 shape extractors, or 4 shape extractors going over here like this, and then we can get the loading system the same way. I just wanted to build the extractor so I didn't lose this area. But yeah, we can get the same loading system that we got over here. Is this only doing 1 at a time? No, it is doing 2. Okay. Now, we can go back and find our thing. This is not where our staging area is going to be. It's going to be somewhere else, but I just want to lock in the flowers. Great. I'm going to copy this. Now I'm going to go look for the rest of the stuff. A full gear shape is like just as hard to find as the flowers, I swear. There might be only 3 shapes in hex mode, but those 3 shapes are harder to find than 4 shapes in normal mode, I swear. And then we've got a regular hex right here. Great. So now we can figure out where sort of the center point is, and somewhere with a lot of RGB. There's no green anywhere. Wow, there's literally no RGB sort of next to each other anywhere. I guess we could take the RGB from like here. There's like 3 green, 3 red, and 2 blue. So let me bring everything over. So if this is the tile with the RGB, I think I will just bring everything like down here, and then we can do our main shape processing here somewhere. I think it's a good idea. Or I can bring it all to the left and we can just do our staging area right here. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna put a marker here. Actually, I'll just use staging 2 and we'll move this over and save it. So from staging 1, let's grab our this thing and then we'll hook everything up. Maybe like around here somewhere. We'll do it under the blue. That way everything comes in from the side. Yeah. While that's doing that, let me just set up the colors because I don't need the trains to be loading right now. So we'll take a green, we'll take a blue, and we'll take a red. It takes a lot of, we'll just double up on all the colors. How about that? I don't have fluid wagons yet, so I'm gonna have to belt this normally. And that's gonna take a lot. It takes like about 2,000 platform units to set up a staging area. So here's my colors. And then I just gotta hook up my trains. Now where are my 3 shapes? 1, 2, 3. Look how far the flower's coming from. Doesn't really matter where I bring these in. It's 1. This is an admin episode, guys. Admin. It's all admin. There's 2. And just 1 more. Is there like some pattern I can use to do this? Something like that. Great. Now we've got all our shapes and all our colors. We'll let that load for a little bit. And now we've got our second staging area. Let me move this over to somewhere that makes a little bit more sense. Staging area 2 is done. We've got 1,000 platform units to do. This shape is done. This shape is processing. I think going forward, I'm going to stop using the asymmetrical cutters because it really is affecting the speed at which things are being done. Asymmetry seems to not work. Is the learning that we've gained from this. All right, red half gear. Okay, that's fine. Bring the red. Bring a half gear. Is that the gear? Yeah. Get a painter. Then we need to make sure, so this half is going to be the right half and it needs to do 120 degrees the other way. Yeah, so counterclockwise 120. I believe that's it. My blueprint's backwards. Need to fix the blueprints. Then we need to stack it on top. So just come out here, I guess, and then stack with this. This shape needs to be on the bottom and this new shape needs to be on the top. And that should get that shape going. Nothing fancy, nothing complex. All right, great. Let's claim some of this. Let's get our painting speed matched up to everything else because at the moment painting is probably what's slowing us down. Yep, that'll hopefully match that speed. There's one more notch of painting for 30 and then I think that matches with level 4 of everything. Train speed is also maybe a thing, I don't know. I don't think train speed is a thing because our cargo stations aren't backed up. They're kind of not backed up. But milestone 6 is almost finished and we've got staging 2 ready and 1,000 platform units. So I think it's wise to start some new tasks. We'll get staging 2 to work on hexangles. Hextangles? Holy moly, what the heck is this crazy nonsense? Alright, it's just a lot of red and a lot of this shape. That's fine. Let's go over to our staging 2. I feel like I want to paint a flower red and then split it into its constituent parts. Flower has not delivered a single load. Is there something wrong? There's a lot of flower. Let's trace this train. Did it just deliver a load? Gears, hexes, no flowers. Oh wait, no, there is flowers. It's just really slow. That's fine. Cool. So we need to take a flower. We need to paint it red. Now, I think when I want to paint something, should I bring it from behind the train system? Like this? I don't know. I haven't figured out a pattern for doing my staging stuff yet. Painter, give it a flip. Okay. Now I've got a red thing. I'm kind of thinking I can do both of these at the same time because I can turn a full shape into this. So let me get our 1 to 3. I know our 1 to 3. I said I wouldn't use asymmetry, but whatever. Our cutting 1 to 3 needs to be on 3 levels. This is not asymmetrical, is it? This isn't an asymmetrical cutter. This is a full speed cutter because nothing's being pieced together. We're just splitting it into 3 components. This should be fine to use actually. So if we do a 1 to 3 cutter on this red shape, we should in theory get 3 red components, of which we can just deliver one of them, right? Any one, and then we just need to flip 2 back the other way. So while that's loading up, let me get my train system that goes out set up. So we're gonna get a train system that looks something like this in staging 2, and that can go all the way down, I don't know, like here, I guess. This should be fine. Doesn't matter. I don't like the fact that it's on an asteroid. Just do it like here. Then we need this into a rail system. Where is the closest rail system? Over here. Okay, so let's just flip this. Let's bring the rail system out. Beauty. And then we'll get the staging 2 hooked in. That should work. Now, this shape is coming out and it's showing me which parts I want. So I want to keep, I think, wait, none of these parts are aligned with the correct parts. Excellent. Should we just line these up properly now, or should we not care about that? Let's just line them up properly now, just in case we need them, because the shape looks complicated, so I don't want to deal with it later. So let's just rotate this one 1 notch clockwise, like that. That should get us this shape. Then these 2 shapes need to rotate. So this is in the correct spot. This needs to rotate 1 notch counterclockwise. Then if I stack this shape and this shape, that should give me this shape. So let me do that. Where can I even stack this? Like that. Get a stacker. It doesn't matter what side we stack. We can use a swapper alternatively. Alternatively. Oh my god, I can't say that word, I swear. I keep saying alternatively. Alright, great. Let's get that in, and that should just deliver both these shapes in theory. In theory. Yeah. Hopefully they deliver at max quantity. This design is horrible. I really need my 3x3 platforms, or take this into a blueprint design series and make it use less belt. But yeah, it seems to be working. Eventually that'll travel over and that'll work. Alright, we'll see how that goes. That's our staging 2 shape. Maybe temporarily we can use each staging area for 2 sets of shapes, because I don't have the platform units to set up more staging areas right now. Tasks, technology. Let's get train speed upgraded, because trains are so slow at the moment. And yeah, is there more of this task I can do? Not really. The next part needs to stack on 2 red hexagon bits. Okay, that's fine. And then it needs to stack on 2 blue stuff. Alright, that's excellent. Well, milestone 6 is slowly completing. Let me just check on it to see how the jams are going. Is it just really, really slow and delivering barely anything? Yeah, it's like trickling through on all 3 levels. Terrible. This side seems to be, yeah, it's just this crazy nonsense over here. It's this blue shape. I'm just wondering if there's some like really quick fix I can do to make this better. Because at the moment we're just cutting, I think it's this asymmetrical cutter, right? That's causing like every single issue in the world. What if we replace the asymmetrical cutter? So my purpose is to get this shape, and I'm doing that by getting these shapes, but I got 2 unused belts here. So why don't I do that properly? So if I do some sort of series of rotations and cuts, maybe I can get that done a little bit better. So I'm trying to get this shape from this shape. So if I just rotate it 90 degrees in one direction, this way, counterclockwise, yeah. So if I just rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise, and then I just half destroy instead. See, this is what happens when I try to be efficient. You guys should have just let me do all my stuff instead of doing fancy asymmetrical stuff. Just, you know, tear apart every piece, destroy it all, and then piece it all back together. That is actually the most efficient way to do things and not get issues. But if you try to be smart and like preserve shapes and stuff for no reason, you're gonna get these like asymmetrical issues, you know? Now I forget what this side is meant to be. So I tried to cut it up in half. This side is meant to be another order of this. So it's something like similar to this. But what is it? And what is coming out here? Nothing is coming out here because I'm destroying it all. Wait. Hold on. It's not this one. This one needs to bin. It's this one. Yeah, because I need another one of these. So if I just half destroy this, does this give me the right shape? Gives me a shape. What did I want here? I need this shape to be this shape. So I need to stack on the triangle bit onto the top left. So this is a 180 degree rotation. Something like this. I think that'll make it a lot more smoother because I got rid of the asymmetrical portion, and I think the asymmetrical bit is what's slowing down the whole system. So hopefully that has done it. So that's creating this shape, which is the bit stacked onto the right side of it. Now I need the bit stacked onto the right side of it again. The left side of it. Is that how it works? I have no idea, guys. Well, we'll have to see. I might have screwed something up here. We'll just remember that this is the part that I'm working with. Also, this task 1 in staging 1 hasn't been working for ages. So let's have a look at what the heck I've done. Obviously rotated this red thing the wrong way. What? Is it because I took the other half of it? Why is everything always rotated the wrong way? And why is nothing happening on 3 levels? Alright, let me have a look at this. So it's over here. It just needs to be rotated 1 notch that way. So counterclockwise 90. Sorry, clockwise 90. Is that the correct shape that I want now? Oh man, so much troubleshooting to be done. Now, I think the staging area colors have not been updated. Yeah, that's why nothing's working on 3 levels. Silly. It's an entire episode of just me fixing all my staging areas. Yeah, this was a horrible idea. If I were to replay this game, I would just not do staging areas until I reached level 3. I wouldn't do anything properly until I got 3rd floor, basically. I would just do everything in the messiest way possible until I got the 100 points I needed for unlocking the 3rd floor of everything. Great. Alright, starting to get there, slowly but surely. That one's done. Excellent. Let's unlock that. That's done. We can start doing this next shape as well. But what is a Data Engineers Plays shapes video without a bunch of nonsense and shenanigans happening? And I think I've delivered plenty of nonsense and shenanigans this episode. Let me just check my milestone shapes have been delivered, because I feel like I haven't seen a milestone shape for a really long time now. I don't know if I've cut something dumb with my train lines. I just want to double check everything is working before I close off this episode, because since the theme of this episode is just troubleshooting, we need to make sure we've done all our troubleshooting correctly. We don't need any of the stuff on our home platform anymore, so we can get rid of it. Let's check each milestone before we go, starting with milestone 3. So milestone 3 is doing something, and it is delivering 3 full belts of the shape and is looking like it's flowing perfectly fine. Great. Milestone 4. So this one, we've done many changes to milestone 4 as well, so we probably screwed something up. Why is there a milestone 4 marker here? I'm so confused. Did I delete an entire factory? Wait, I think I just got the marker in the wrong spot. Milestone 4. That looks like it's flowing on 3 levels as well. Is it flowing efficiently on 3 levels? Looks like it's reasonably efficient. There's some speed issues, but that's just because probably things are misaligned. But it's looking fine. Great. And the trains are keeping up. Let me change my milestone 4 marker so I don't get as confused. Let's move this and save. Check on milestone 5. Milestone 5 is flowing into 2 bits. And that's looking like a full flowance to me. Is it a full flowance? Not really. Something's still wrong in milestone 5. This side looks fine. No, it is flowing. Let me just do my little test. Okay. Yeah, it's flowing, but there's still something weird. Because this thing uses asymmetrical cutting as well, somewhat, right? Or is it just this thing? I have no idea. This is trefoiling. And then it's stacking. The top layer is missing. Something's wrong. Hold on. The top layer of all of this is missing. Yeah. There's something definitely wrong. Some extraction is missing its top layer. But top layer is fine here. Ah, painter. There we go. We'll be finding bugs like this forever. They should just give us 3 layers to start the game, I swear. I don't understand. So basically they're saying, we're going to give you 2 levels to play the game for half the game, and then you need to destroy all the work that you've done and get it working on 3 levels. I see. Okay, cool. That's fine. Alright, milestone 5 is done. Milestone 6 is a total mess. Yes, I already know that. That's fine. Let's see if this new implementation that we've done is indeed working. There's still like 2 missing bits on the top level. I can see that it's not like fully flowing. Why? It's like very slow here. There's like an entire missing belt over here. What? Is there like, did I make a mistake somewhere? No. This entire missing belt is jammed. It's cut, rotate, cut. And then swap back. This process is slowing down everything. Is it because of the different belt lengths? No. This thing is jammed. Okay. What is jamming this thing? Oh man, that is super annoying. Because of this cutting and this cutting process, all 3 belts need to be consumed at the same pace. Oh man, anything that involves cutting and restacking is just a pain. Interesting. You can cut things apart and then feed it away, but anytime you're requiring some sort of stacking process to happen, it's going to create jams. Okay, I see. We need to keep that design in mind when we do stuff. But it is flowing better. I think it is fixing itself slowly. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's fine. I think all of our main stuff is working. Let's just check out staging 1 and 2. So staging 1 is indeed also working on 3 levels now. Let me just flush these crap out. Yeah, this looks like it's fully flowing. Not fully flowing. There's still some like really minor bugs in everything in all of our shapes. It's a bit annoying. But yeah, we've got all the shapes coming out on all 3 levels, which is great. And yeah, they are flowing through at a reasonable pace. They're not completely correct, but we'll have to like troubleshoot accordingly. Which belt is not flowing fully? All the belts are flowing freely. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Staging 2. Let's check the last staging area and then we'll close out the episode. I think staging 2 is perfectly fine. Nope, it's not perfectly fine. Something's missing on this side. Everything's coming out here perfectly fine. And then what? Is it this? No, this is literally just a painter. Something's going on here. This painter is flowing out at maximum speed. Why is this not saturating this? Why is this suddenly stopped for a second? What? Hold on. The red paint is fine. Oh, is it the shapes that have stopped? It's drained all of the flowers. The flowers are not flowing continuously. What? Is this too much distance for it to cover? Holy moly. Our trains are too slow. Wait, it's not offloading. What? Ah, here we go. I got my train networks confused, don't I? The heck? Traces line pack. Holy moly. So many bugs in my factory today. That's the flower. Fine. Is it just the trains are just too slow? Is that what we're saying? Let me copy this. Then in that case, we'll just get a couple more trains going, like for now, because our train speed's way too slow. Is that the only issue? I think that's the only issue. Our trains just need to be faster, right? Do they know to like go back to their own homes somehow? By doing this? Can you do this? I'm actually not sure. But anyway, our milestone 6 is done, which means we have unlocked pin pushing. And we can start doing that. Not that that's very useful to us right now. Our milestones are no longer holding us back. What is holding us back is our research points. So we need to focus on our tasks. So we'll definitely do that next episode. We will do pin pushing. We will do our tasks. We will finish troubleshooting whatever we haven't finished troubleshooting here. But I think we've ironed out most of the bugs. So everything should be going all right. Oh man, that was an exhausting episode. I love troubleshooting episodes. It's the best. Instead of progressing, we troubleshoot. Awesome. But we will leave it here for this episode. And if you've enjoyed watching me bang my head against the wall for the last hour, don't forget to like and sub. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video and have a good one.